We're getting back into RimWorld. We've been doing our colony Salt Life 4 Life, with life misspelled 2 different ways because that's the way we roll. This was originally intended at being a whole tile challenge like FD Squared and Whoa Jess have been doing. It didn't end up ultimately staying that way because I found this map, which has been its own interesting challenge. And the thing that makes this map hard is, one, for usable space, all that blue and red, I can't build anything heavy on it, which really limits what I can build. Eventually I'll be able to fix the blue, but not the red. So you can see, it's basically, like, almost 80% of the map can't support heavy, medium or heavy structures. On top of that, if we go to growable area, there's nothing on this area. I have just this edge of the map, which means I have to go and grow directly to where I can get attacked from. So that's pretty rough. So we've been dealing with that. There's also no steel on the map, really. There's no stone on the map at all. Like, there's, like, literally no stone or steel on the map. I've had to trade for everything we've gotten. We don't have a means of getting plasteel very easily. So all that kind of stuff. Let's see. If you were to finish your stream at some point... Yeah, I've raided Wasted before. I have no problem raiding Wasted. I've raided Wasted a couple times. Usually the problem is, like, Wasted is playing just very different content than I am. Like, we both do simulation, but, like, Wasted be playing, like, Space Engineers on days that I'm playing RimWorld and all that. So that's just, haven't had much opportunity to raid them just because most of the time you want to raid into people playing similar games to you. It helps both channels more. Because, in theory, the people tuning into your channel have tuned into for your game that you're playing, at least at some percentage. You want to pass those people on to someone else playing the game that they came to see, because they're more likely to stick around. Yeah, now Wasted's good. I like Wasted. Okay, and so far the colony's been going pretty good. We've had 3 deaths so far. Why are you're not, sorry. We have had 3 deaths, which was Rongor, Alpin, and Sniper Spice. Rongor didn't just die, Rongor's body was annihilated to the point that it no longer exists. Because fire. This person here in this grave shouldn't be buried there. That is not a colonist, that was I believe a refugee who died in our colony. Okay, and we've got 2 vampires in our colony. So we've got our first person prepped for that. We are working on the second person. Oh, good. Yeah, cool. You're good for leg removal. He and his group of streamers is where I learned Twitch etiquette. Yeah. Now, Wasted's good, people. So you shouldn't be putting... So it shouldn't put them in there, because that's not a colonist. Like, you notice it's not triggering... Oh, why is it triggering colonist unburied? You're not one of us. Why? Alright, whatever. That's not one of our people. That was a refugee who was visiting. That's fine, whatever. Now it's not saying colonist unburied. I don't understand. Oh, and fire is extremely scary on this colony, because everything is made out of wood. Because I have no meaningful source of stone. I mean, you're pretty hardcore, literally being on fire and continuing to put out fire, but... Alright. Okay. Does that seem loud? Like, compared to normal? Smoke pop packet. Yep, that's fine. And did we get our steel in? We did not. Because I need to replace this research bench. And I need steel to do it. And we have to send our trade caravan. You seem loud today. Yeah, if the game is loud, if I get like 2-3 people to say it, just that way if it's like just one person, one person's sound settings could be all over the place. But if you get like 2-3 people to be like, yeah, it's a little on the loud side. that's usually a pretty good indicator that's in fact on the loud side. It only seemed like particularly loud with that lightning for some reason. Oh good, you were successful on putting on the peg leg. You know what, I changed my mind about that peg leg. I'm not feeling it. Let's go ahead and let's take that peg leg back off. Because they're now hemogen farm because we have our vampires, and that takes care of that problem. Our primary sources of wood are these trees up here. We've got a whole bunch of dryad trees going. I do have a bunch of the big trees over here on the far left, but as the colony has grown and I need to get more and more food space, it's just been less and less to be able to do that. The other downside is I can't do much in the way of animals here, and the reason I can't do much in the way of animals is there's nowhere that I can grow stuff up here. So that's a problem. And then if I were to go, you can actually see this is as far south as I can go. So if I were to take that across, it cuts the growing area in half. That I could make the pen for the animals, and that would cut into my very limited food resource. So I'm not going to be able to. Dar says, actually I have no headphones connected to my phone, so my opinion is not helpful. It happens. I mean, if it's not loud, it's fine. I can adjust a little bit on my end where I hear a difference and you won't. We got a bunch of random guns laying around, because we always have random guns laying around. Here, you go ahead and haul that home. Oh. Right. You're getting some chem fuel. That's fine. Not gonna do any interactions with them. Might as well get that big SMG, because that's not a bad weapon. Alright. But yeah, so like right now we have our kill box here, which works reasonably well. It offers them no cover to speak of. It does have a slowing effect on them, which gives me an advantage in the straight up fight. But we've unfortunately had, I'd probably say every other raid has dropped in back here as opposed to coming in from the side of the map. We've had a lot of drop pod. Like you can see, this is definitely a drop pod raid over here. There's a drop pod raid up there. We had a mech cluster up here. There's another drop pod raid, I think, dropped in the water over here. We've already cleaned up. That's the reason why we keep stealing these guns from places we're taking stuff from. And I'm putting them all back here to try and discourage enemies from trying to outflank me. It's not really working well, though. Transport pod crash. Well, either way, you're joining the colony. Either you're joining the colony... Actually, I'm not sure you're going to be able to get there in time. New plan. Unless you're really close. You're already the closest one. Let's keep an eye on him. You just get as far down here as you can. Donkey Duck's going to try and intercept to... bandage him real fast. Okay. There we go. So we got ourselves a new prisoner. And excellent, you are also situated for continued stuff. Prisoner, you will also be a hemogen farm. Because it wasn't for delicate. I mean, this isn't a bad pawn. Like, delicate's not great. But on the other hand, that's really high crafting. All right, I think we're bringing this colonist in. New plan. We're not gonna take your blood. You're joining. So you can get a new person, and we have to fight 14 man-hunting Arctic wolves. Alright. How fast do you show up? 1 hour afterwards. Hey, trade caravan. How do you want to be part of a big fight? Don't answer. Because you're going to be part of a big fight. That is not the direction I wanted you to come from, but it will do. Alright, so we got our new colonist, who is a wimp who is too smart and is incapable of violence. That's not at all ideal. Okay. That's not my favorite pawn we've gotten so far. Yeah, you're capable of stuff. You'll be a jack of all trades, pawn. And assuming we survive the animal attack here, I'll name it. I'm just not going to do the naming yet, because they're appearing directly behind there. Alright, so, the plan is straightforward. You get the heck inside as fast as you can. Don't worry about getting into any place that makes sense, just get inside. Get off of here so I can choose my people, please. Let's see, stop against Reeves, so it's free, let's go rehab. I already told him that me and him are going to have a cup of coffee here. Good. Let's see, so you cheesed a bit today. You have a mod for a trade spot because I hate them eating at my tables, and I wanted to open an ancient danger. Oh yeah, I can already see where that's going. Yup. I have definitely had where a caravan has shown up next to an ancient danger, like, along an ancient danger. It's like, well, we'll just pop this open real fast. Alright, so the goal is to get Peter inside the perimeter as fast as we possibly can. And get all of our ranged people ready for a fight. And Peter's going to be restricted to Area 1 for now. Well, we'll also do that with Dionchuk, just so Dionchuk doesn't get themselves killed. Please pick up the pace there, Peter. I need them to not trash that door and outflank me. Okay, now you're free to do what you want, Peter. Don't go for that door. Excellent. We're gonna send them away for right now, because otherwise they'll just get killed by those manhunter packs. Don't break that door. So the problem I'm going to run into is the concern of accidentally friendly firing. So I'm going to try and move all of our people all the way to the right. Just so in hope I'm not shooting past the visitors any more than I absolutely have to. Okay, we're just going to back out. And the reason we're going to do that is I'm going to end up friendly firing them, and they're going to get super pissed at me. So I'm just going to make this a them problem. Besides, if they drop their equipment, I get to take that too. Alright, in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll put you on the door, and our range we'll put here. Child in the back, please. Okay, we can actually get in there now. And the reason we can get in there is there's only, like, one still out in the open. So I don't have to worry too much about hitting friendly targets. Nicely done. Flawless victory. Okay, so let's go over here. You two can be Unrestricted. Oh, I need to fix your schedule. Alright, so let's start seeing who we can rescue. Because if we rescue them, it'll make them happy. Meanwhile, let's trade. All right. So let's see. Do we have anything that... I do want your advanced components, but I'm kind of out of money. Where did you drop them, by the way? You probably got this. Wow, you are a bad shot. I also like how none of your buddies are coming to help. There you go. You got it. Do we wish you could get the Zeus hammer? Nah, you've got a machine gun. You can be melee or you can be ranged. You cannot be both. You want your machine gun? You got your machine gun. All right. There's no bayonets in RimWorld. Plus, a bludgeoning thing would not make a good bayonet. At that point, you might as well just take whatever the weapon is and hit things with it, which is what they already do. Go ahead and haul that gun away. Now it's not bad, so we'll take it. Medium psychic drone, don't like it. So that went pretty well. We scored ourselves a bunch of extra free food. We scored ourselves some extra goodies. We'll actually gain standings for helping Mai here, and then freeing them, like sending them off their way. So, in other words, literally letting a Manhunter pack overrun the traders in our colony who took heavy losses in it was nothing but good for us. So, you know, that's always a plus. And alright, at this point we have survived that, so let me go ahead and do giveaway start for our wonderful new colonist, Peter. Peter's kind of a jack of all trades, pacifist. Too smart wimp, so they're definitely useless in a fight. But they're gonna do crafting and plants and cooking. They're gonna fill in wherever we need people filling in. Hey, Bentley, how's it going? It's exclamation mark giveaway enter Senjin Cookie. I want to change it to just exclamation mark join, and I need to do it, but I need to stop for 2 seconds and work on thing. It's not responding like it's actually getting the entry. Like Noplo and that did. I think Cookie, when you did join, I think it may have upset the bot. We'll see what happens if we need to redo it. I know pretty good. You know, it's we'll see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it's I took someone else had come up with like the script and everything to do it, and it works okay. I want to find a better one. I want to find one that's like a lot of the other people where it's exclamation mark join is just all you need to do, and it adds you to the pool kind of thing. It's another thing you need to sit down and take time to do that I'd never sit down and take time to do. And I may or may not be not so productive after stream this past week and playing Polya and Baldur's Gate 3. I'm definitely not staying up too late messing around with that stuff. That's certainly not what is occurring right now. You need to be for our people, because we have an extra one now. Alright. A major risk break, because you observed a rotting corpse. And that moderate psychic drone is terrible, minus 22 to mood. Is really bad. The good news is our tattered apparel situation's getting better slowly. We had literally everyone in the colony had tattered apparel because we were waiting forever to try and get our complex clothing. No problem, Strider. Okay. They're doing good so far as getting our stuff replaced with wood. I need to get more brick because I'm trying to make a couple of these defense points. Alright, one thing we need to do is do not build a roof over this. But defense points. And the entire idea behind those is just that way. Oh, go grab that medicine. You grab that medicine. Paul is going berserk. Look, Paul. How good are you at melee? You're terrible. Perfect. Oh, you're delicate? Yeah, just it doesn't matter who. Go punch Paul. Nicely done. Do you have access to turrets? Yeah. Actually, I take that back. I don't have access to build my own, I don't believe. Let me check. Do I have that? I almost never build them. They end up being very costly to deal with. It was down here somewhere. No, I don't have the autocannon turrets yet. But I have a ton all around my base that I've stolen. And some of those ones, like, I have them turned off most of the time so they're not a power burden. But when we have raid show up, I turn them on. Because I also want to get all these on, get our hydroponics set up. The more I can move that inside our perimeter, the better we'll be off. You know, better we'll be with all this stuff. Because the good news, I don't need the lights, the sun lamps for hydroponics. Which will make life a lot easier, because that's a real big power hog when you're talking about hydroponics in this game. Versus just having the basin as growable ground. Goes pretty well. They're relatively low power at 70 watts each. Versus I think the light is some like 2,000 or 2,500 or some really obnoxiously high amount when it's running. So you end up needing like batteries to kind of handle it when it turns on, all that. Because if it ever runs out of power with hydroponics, the plants just die. You always get some supplement your pawns when you're dealing with the situation like what happened last night. Oh yeah, no, like last night, the one we took losses up here, it was just AI problems. I had built a box over here with the window through it, and there was the mech cluster here that had lots and lots of lancers. So I had planned to shoot a couple shots into them, aggro them, they go to attack us, we EMP them, take them down. And they just wouldn't engage, and we got in this like weird situation where they wouldn't attack me, they'd shoot at whoever shot at them, but they would not come into the room to fight me. And I've never run into that before. And it just put me in like this weird situation where even retreating. And then we had lost the front wall from all the shots. I'm like, okay, it's time to just bail. And I had a door in the back. And I wanted them to walk out the back door, so like, okay, come out here. And they ran out and around. And the moment they stepped out, it's like, well, it's too late. You're right in the line of fire. And we lost people to that. And now it's just the AI being weird. Because normally what happens is once you score a good hit or two on those things, they'll attack you. Because the game assumes you're just sitting there with like a sniper rifle just picking at them from a distance. Grab those before they decay. Then, you know, you're just sitting back picking at them with a sniper rifle for a while. So, you know, don't just stand there and take hits. So, what I should have done is the moment they weren't engaging, I should have very carefully backed out of the room, gone really wide, and then gone down and just said, forget it. Because that defoliator, and like, it has, I think it will eventually cover the map, but like it'd have all of that it could cover before it's a problem. There would be some way, like, I end up getting mortars and all that later. That's now how I will deal with that in the future, is if we get that up there with a bunch of units, I'll just start mortaring it to get them to aggro, and then, you know, put my people over here to fight them where I have cover and they don't. Alright, so it's almost time for ritual. We don't have spare wood at the moment. Oh, what we can do... So we're running out of wood for a lot of stuff at the moment, which is a problem. I mean, you're still waiting to be placed. Part of that is because we just harvested this field and used all that, so it's going to be a little while. And the other part is, with all of these passive coolers, we're now hitting a point that I'm just using too much wood. Like, even with all the dryads going, I'm just using too much wood to sustain. Because I don't have much other resources I can use for a lot of this stuff. Okay. We have, like, very little silver, and we actually don't have much to trade right now. We've been pretty good about periodically taking all the extra weapons and junk we find and trading all those away. What's left is that? Then kidnap more dryads? You don't kidnap them, you grow with them. Plus, yeah, so we got these are for electricity. We've got all the passive coolers. One thing I can do for right now. Cool, noble apparel, I don't need that. Is we're going to turn off all the refueling of the passive coolers for the time being, because it's not hot enough to be a problem, really. It's just uncomfortably hot, not dangerous hot. I'd love to get them moved over to AC, but the amount of power that's going to take and the amount of AC units and all that is going to be a difficulty. And I don't have steel or components on my map until we get drills to start pulling stuff up. I have to trade for all of it. Okay, so I did get the fire going. So then it is time for a conversion ritual. No, it's not. We'll go and do it that way then. Why does it do that sometimes? There's a lot of times that the conversion thing, they'll start it and then the other person will walk away before it's done and it just cancels it. Alright, so let's see if the giveaway thing works. Or if the bot is busted. Alright, yeah. Oh, the bot is literally closed now. The bot crashed and burned. So I gotta reopen the bot and redo it. Okay, come on. There, okay, it's all connected now. So we will have to do giveaway start again. So I do apologize, you're gonna have to redo the entry. For whatever reason, the bot did crash. We've been having problems with that, with the giveaway thing specifically. Like I said, I need to go through and do that. I grabbed someone else's script and made some quick tweaks to it to like get rid of a bunch of extra features I didn't want that weren't really relevant. But it's always had stability issues. Like, I've known a couple of content creators who do that. I think it's something with, like, the custom variables and all that. But yeah, so people who want to have Peter named after them, that would be Bentley and Noaplo. You need to redo your entries because the bot crashed. So you have to do the giveaway enter again. If you want to have the character name. Alright, May became a guest. Cool. It'll give you a couple minutes to do that. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. Still dealing with sinus stuff. It's just being snotty. Okay, so those are gonna be hauler ones. That'll be fine. That'll help with all this junk piling up. Doing really well in our tribal medicine now. Alright, unfortunately temperatures are starting to get high enough that I do need these turned on. Means we have to have that burden of those. How close are you to growing? Not very close. Not all close. There are a couple that are nearly grown, though. It's fine. Okay. Inspired taming. Oh. Oh yeah, the refugees gave us... I don't even remember what those are for. I think it has to do with biotech. Alright, so Bird's already moving it. Research known, toxifier generator. Like, I'm almost completely out of research to do before I have to have the better table. But I just don't have anything. Yeah, I remember it's the xenotype things. I just remember what specifically. Everyone is just bullying poor Peter that every time Peter turns around, it's like, you want to talk about your heresy? Want to talk about your heresy? I hear you have a little heresy. You want to talk about it? See the light, my man. Alright. So we'll go ahead and do give, away, draw. Alright, and it's Noplo. Welcome to the colony. You're the jack of all trades who's going to fill in wherever we need someone to fill in. I think like the only thing you couldn't do was like art and then combat. Yeah, so you can't do art, you can't mine, which does not matter here, and you won't hunt. Otherwise, well, and you're not a doctor. That's fine. Yay, we gained reputation for allowing the trade caravan to get absolutely murdered by wolves and then saving one of them. As it was meant to be. Alright, we're being attacked immediately. It's a drop pod raid directly in the middle of the base. We don't have really a good place to do this. Drop everyone down here as fast as you can. Oh, it's this kind of drop pod raid. Just get where you can as fast as you can. You're not gonna make it there, are you? Here. You stop. Turn on the power on that turret. Don't disassemble that, please. Don't friendly fire. Please don't friendly fire. Alright, so we've got one up there. And who took hits? So Luxray took a friendly fire hit. You two get safe in there. Do they have any range, or are they all melee? So they're all melee, so it's okay for me to have the children involved in this one. I just gotta keep them in the back. I'm already failing in that task. I have fire over there. Okay. So you two go run over and deal with the fire. How are you doing, by the way? You got hit pretty hard. That's what it is. Please stop murdering my guests. Friendly firing my guests. Love it. Why are you neon green? Go this way. Okay, you're fine. Alright, use scatter. But they've seen a few odd color Yakins now and then. Yeah. Alright, so everyone seems to be doing relatively okay. Turn off the power on this again. They did kill one of our dryads, which I'm actually pretty okay with. Alright. So Michigander try and... Oh, someone's already on that. So capture this person. Alright, who needs immediate help? You're okay, you're okay. You need to get to the hospital. Where's the person who's coming to rescue you? Oh, there's no one. Go start treating people. Meanwhile, you rescue this person. And you'll be Hemogen Farm. Alright. They're getting people treated over here, so that's good. Hey, we converted you successfully, and it's time for ideology reform. Meanwhile, we're gonna go prisoner, and we're recruiting you. Reform ideology. So, what is our ideology gonna have now? Alright. So, we made it so we're cool with blood feeders, because they have vampires in our area. We've got very fast research, which still only goes so fast. We can't add a new role yet. What do we want for... What about memes? Is there any memes you want to add? Tunneler's definitely not going to be a good one. Neither is Tree or Nature Primacy or that. Human Primacy, since we lost all of our, all of other stuff is fine. And I believe that gives us a production specialist, which will be good. We can't do transhumanist. We can't do, like, the flesh purity we probably won't do. Right. And that one forces cannibalism. I don't actually need any of that. I think human primacy might be what we go for. Alright, so that's the change this time. And the big thing that'll allow is I'll be able to make one of my people into a production specialist. Not this cycle, but the next reform. Okay, so you are being treated. You need to be treated still. Getting everyone patched up in the hospital real fast. That's all going fairly well. Okay, and you're getting all taken care of. So good news is you've only had minor blood loss, and that leg is looking mighty like it wants to pop off real fast. We'll have to wait. I'm worried about actually damaging the liver and killing him or something. We don't have anyone here marked as still needing medical treatment, even though we're clearly still doing medical on people. Alright. Alright, so we got more visitors. Okay. So all things considered, we keep having these drop pod raids, and for the most part, we've, you know, occasionally we walk away with a scar. That is a real problem. Okay. That means I need the wood to go. Okay, so first we're going to go orders. Forbid building any of that. We're going to go to the art table. You still got stuff queued up here? That's not the art table, this is. You do not have stuff queued up anymore. Forget about it. Because I need those passive coolers stocked. Alright, you got a couple of those that are right about to be grown. Paul's going berserk. Disease infection on... Oh, we already taken the person off the map, that's fine. How goes the run? Mostly good. This, the whole thing going on right now is a little concerning with the heat wave and the lack of wood to deal with it. You're a wimp. Go down already. There you go. It's like, Lucas has to hit you like one time.
Thank you Dick_Butte for subscribing for 7 months. Heyo Papa Storge.
Hey Butte, how's it going? Thank you so much for the T1 sub. That's 7 months you've been subbed to the channel, so I really do appreciate that continued support. It does mean a lot. Let's see. Let's deal with that. So I do really appreciate that continued support. It does mean a lot that you'd support the channel that long. And thank you so much for that. I do hope you're enjoying your advertisement free viewing as well as access to the emotes. So thank you again. Life's still a beach? Yup. And we are going to have to worry about some serious concerns with the heat stroke. Because I need way more wood than I have. This day was okay. That's understandable. You did get shot. It's kind of a downer on your stay when you get shot as part of your stay. I can appreciate the feedback on that one. No, you see? So, I don't have steel or components on my map. I have to trade for them. And it's just... I only have this tiny little strip of grow area down here. So, I've had to consume more and more of my grow area for food purposes, cutting into the amount that you know, would otherwise be wood production. And right now, almost all my dryads are recovering from injuries from an attack. Oh, that's real bad, actually. Well, hopefully people make it work. Because sooner power is going to be going out too. Because I depend on wood for power as well. Okay. Why are you standing right... Oh, you're attempting to recruit. That's fine. I was like, why are you just standing in the door? Okay, we need wood now. One of these is at 95%. There we go. I know they're a medical emergency because they're literally boiling, like cooking themselves to death in there. I have someone on the way to get your passive cooler up and running. Okay, that should bring the temperature down, hopefully before anyone dies. Okay, so that's bringing it down. Alright, cool. Oh, you're at heat stroke serious, so we need to get that. Oh, because there's a door missing and everything. That's not good. Okay, where's the room that we have the passive cooler online? There. We take the person who's injured and run them over here. Power's going off. That means all my plants and my hydroponics are going to die. Okay, there you go. Dryads, I really need you back in action, buddies. There's no upload. Let's finish your conversion. Oh, the heat wave's already over? That works out real well. Alright, one more talking to, and then no upload should be switched over. Cool, so heat wave ended really fast. That is small favors and all that. Psychic drone for pay. I mean, okay. The psychic drone machine will be turned on, a male gender. Okay. Nah. It's getting to the too hot part of the year. So allow all that again. Yeah, hopefully they'll get that all sorted out soon enough. Because this is getting pretty close to grown. Kind of the issue I'm running into now is I'm not keeping up with all the fields. There's just too much running time. Oh cool, we'll finally be able to start making our medicine that'll protect us. Even though the drug lab's been broken for a while. They don't have the steel. Let's set a trade caravan. Battlefield hospital placement is good? Yeah. You know, hospital placement's good. Right now, it's just strictly the fact that all of my food is on the edge of the map is hurting us. Alright, so we go there, come back, accept, send those. Furniture's going, and luxury will support. You got your travel supplies. Okay, so what are we dragging for sale for you? Let's grab all our worn clothing. Actually, just grab all the clothing, period. Worn or otherwise, we're just gonna grab it all. Get traded away. We're no longer making simple helmets. Oh, we got a bunch of guns we'll take with us. Oh, there's a uranium spear on our map somewhere. We want to grab that. That'll be better than some of the weapons some of our people have. We don't have enough beer to do anything meaningful. I want to keep the turret. The skulls they won't take. The dye is fine. Bring the drugs with us. Bring the leathers we're not going to use. Okay. Dromedary, it's like a camel. Alright, so I want to find that uranium spear. Alright, somewhere in here. Yeah, so you're going to be better than what he's got, because you have a steel spear. Go get your uranium spear. Get yourself an upgrade. Just checking if you bring him. Yeah. They should be. Yeah, they're in the caravan. Because we'll send them on a run to go get ourselves some more steel. And just try and make that work. The other thing with the power going out is it turns off our ovens as well. We're gonna have to stabilize that power. Like, it was fine until we finally hit a threshold with all these passive coolers that we could no longer... no longer make work. Okay, so these two, we're not gonna toggle off. That one, we're not gonna toggle off. Like, the important rooms for this kind of stuff, we're not gonna toggle off. But, like, the various bedrooms in that, we will, toggle them on and off. Solar flare. Not gonna mess with the foxes. Hey, Vultures, how's it going? Alright, and we can make, once we have that fixed, we can make our, medicine. You need treatment? Oh, for your asthma, that's fine. How are you doing on your torso injuries? You're basically in pretty good shape. Operations. Where are you? Oh, I don't have logs to do a peg leg. That's fine. Because they're unwavering, so they're useless to us for anything other than as a chemogen farm. Alright. We got the caravan on the way to try and get ourselves some more steel. Because we're going to need that for, like, the better research bench. I need that for my drug lab. I need that for a whole lot of things right now. Conversion. Dion Check has converted. Noaplo. Welcome aboard. So that's everyone converted. Cool. Love to see it. Gray became a guest. Cool beans. They were... I can't remember what their situation of why they were here. We do have some of the dryads are now back up and starting to produce wood again. So that'll help get us out of the weeds. We're still replacing the ones that died in the assault. Got our couple of these trees are going to come up due here pretty soon. Oh, they are dealt with. That's good. Alright. I'm gonna have to get enough supplies to have air conditioners. The other big issue is I don't have anywhere on the map I could do geothermal, which presents a real big problem for limiting us on our power situation. So I'm gonna have to rely on like chem fuel generator or wood generators, because the wind and the solar are good and all, but they go offline every so often. And the number of batteries... They're awfully disappointed in their stay. They've had enough of you. Okay. Yeah, and the problem with lots of batteries is when you have the battery short circuit event, the more batteries you have, the bigger of the blast of fire and all that there is. And all of my structures are wood because stone isn't available on my map, nor do I have a place I can put heavy structures very often on the map. Royal apparel. So it's real problem. So yeah, so I literally have just foam turrets. We know for a fact what we're gonna have is the foam turrets here. Hey, growth moment on Sniper Spice. So Sniper Spice has grown up. So you're gonna take kind as your trait because there's neutral and then bad stuff. What am I gonna have you do though? I don't need an artist. I don't need you to do melee. So it's between... Oh, I get to choose two? Alright, you're cooking and crafting. Done and done. So you're still a child, but that means you can go in here. You can now put out fires. You actually are okay with childcare. This is going to hurt us a lot trying to get you good at some of this stuff, but that's fine. I do want you to kind of do a cooking as well. Here's what we're going to do. You go to these, bills. Oh, right, I have to do it item by item. I don't really want to do it. That's fine. Those give us food poisoning from time to time. Okay. Yeah, keep giving me that wood. I desperately need it. Oh, I should also say storage. Manufactured chem fuel goes in there. We have heat stroke on you. Alright, so let's do our trade. We're gonna start off by seeing everything we can get from them. Steel is the big one. So take our drugs. And the fur we're not gonna use. And I'll start trading away a bunch of our beat up weapons we don't want. A bunch of these clothing that we've been collecting lots of, most of which is worn. Okay, so what else can we get out of them that's worthwhile? We grabbed all of the steel they have. The uranium is a maybe. Give me the wood. I can't handle that much wood. Alright. 400. 350. 300. There we go. So we're going to deliver a whole bunch of wood to, like, bootstrap us up while we're waiting for the rest of the wood to recover. They're also going to bring a bunch of steel that'll also help. One thing you can do is deconstruct that wood burner. It'll make a chem fuel. Because it can more reliably keep the chem fuel on, because it can use all this plant stuff down here as well. So we'll start switching off of this over to chem fuel. Do you not have a power line that goes around there? Okay, so we want to make sure... Yeah, let's make sure we have a power line that goes like that. So if this breaks, it doesn't cut off power to the whole base. We'll eventually want to add a redundancy for power line over this way too. Yeah, the power line doesn't penalize the dryad trees. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this one tree and only that tree was haulers instead of the other ones. So we have just the dryads hauling stuff randomly as well. Because that'll help a little bit with the various labor. Alright. Jubilee of Celebration. Let's do it. Oh, not there. Start the campfire. Because we got everyone waiting on wood in the meanwhile, so let's have a party. Terrible. Excellent. Perfect. The odds of having terrible were negligible, and we still accomplished it. Hey, you seem to be walking around. We would really like to get a look at that leg. I feel like it really needs to pop off. Because we can go right. That's not the one I want. I want you. That leg of yours really worries me. The way it's all healthy and all that. Okay. Alright, so I'll be back pretty soon with that. They are going through the pollution, which I'm not a fan of. But they're already in it, so it's kind of a little late to turn them away from it. We have face masks as one of the items here, right? No, I don't. Because I usually like to have the face masks as something I always like to keep a bunch on stock. That way, as people run around, they don't have to worry about it. It gives them a little bit of insulation against hot and cold, which is also helpful. But then when we have to deal with tox buildup in that, it's a defense against that too. Oh, did you already finish the surgery? Excellent. You know, I changed my mind. I'm not feeling the peg leg. Do you know what game you're playing next? Nah, we'll have a vote for it. We'll have a poll. Like if I have something specific in mind, I'll usually do that. Like I'll, say what it is, but I don't really have something specific in mind, so we'll just do a poll when it comes to the time. May I make a suggestion? Sure, you can mention stuff. No promises one way or the other, but if you suggest something, it's like product Zomboid. Oh, that's probably not gonna happen. Yep. There's unfortunately been no changes in Project Zomboid in almost 2 years now. So it's literally the same game. Viewership on the platform has been dying pretty bad for Project Zomboid as well. Like, there's a weird thing where TikTok had this explosion on Project Zomboid a bit later than Twitch, but it's dropped off there as well, which it makes sense. There hasn't been a major update in almost 2 years. Like I said, about the only person I see in the Project Zomboid category who's doing particularly well is Mr. Lamprey, and I think a big part of that is because he is currently in the world record run. Like, not that I don't think he will do well when when he's out of the run, just world record runs will boost your numbers. When you actually have the world record, I mean. Like, I do suspect Lamprey will have it. Is the ASMR zombie killing? Yeah. Milk Toast. Yeah, I don't know that person. But yeah, it's just one of those things that like total viewership Product Zomboid has been down for an age. I haven't looked at the numbers recently, I'm curious. But it's the typical thing. Project Zomboid. Filter by English, because if it's not English, it doesn't matter because I stream in English. Caravan has arrived. Excellent. So meanwhile, let's look at you, because I feel like that other leg is just worrying me the way it's so healthy. Where's the wood? Wood can't already be gone. I mean, it can, but there it is. All right. Oh yeah, no. It's fine. You haven't brought down the mood. Like, I don't mind it. I was burning out in Project Zomboid towards the end as well. Which I think is where a lot of people were. Let's see. Yeah, the hours watched is, let's switch to like last month. The hours watched is down about 20% total. The average viewership for all of Twitch for Product Zomboid is down another 20%. The viewer ratio, the number of viewers per streamer, is about 11 viewers per streamer. Obviously, you'll have some people are like 300-400, and you'll have a bunch that have like no one there. You get the idea. The max viewers that Project Zomboid's seen in the last month is down 41%. You go to the full year out, and the viewer ratio has been down. Like, it's just been consistently down in almost everything. You have the rare spike where it explodes, but like by and large, it's flatlined at this point. It's not really going down so much as it's already down, but that's normal. Like, that isn't a negative reflection on games. That's just typical content creation. Was when, like, what is the thing people are excited about right now is the thing that's gonna have the big numbers, and then you're gonna have a bunch of stuff that kind of have like some staying power. Like RimWorld's those ones that has some staying power, but even RimWorld's been not so stable as well. I think it's just we're now getting a bunch more games that are similar to RimWorld popping up, that even its numbers have kind of been bouncing around. Yeah, so RimWorld is averaging about 600-ish viewers for English streamers. It's down, but it's down like 2%, which is basically a rounding error. Like, that's not enough to make an informed decision. I hate how it changes from that. Versus like Project Zomboid's actually at Project Zomboid almost has the same average viewership as RimWorld. The problem is Project Zomboid is mostly down to just one or two streamers really kind of carrying the category, where RimWorld's a bit more spread out. You have a lot of people who pop into RimWorld for like a couple of streams and pop out. Same, Project Zomboid I guess has that too, but it's not as frequent. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 dropped. I've been deliberately not streaming Baldur's Gate 3 because it's an oversaturated category. It'll be too hard for me to position myself in the category meaningfully. Oh, good. You know, changed my mind about that at Peg Leg 2. I really thought doing 2 Peg Legs would be interesting, but nah, it's not really feeling it. For those who aren't catching, we're removing their legs so that they can't fight back. They'll just lay there and be a source of blood for our vampires. And that's 3 of them in there like that, and the last one I'm recruiting. Research known, foam turret. I would have never guessed. It's literally the only research left I can do. And the steel is already all gone. Alright, we'll deconstruct that, because there's no more research for you to research. And the downside is I can't run a caravan out to trade for more steel until next season. Or I find someone else to trade with, or they send the caravan to me. Just by random chance. Never Spice is inspired. Okay, production. High-tech research bench. Do that. Hey! Aw, it's just one chunk. What a tease. I'll still take it because it's still steel, but I was excited for getting like three of those. Alright. So there's another place down there. We could also go after the ancient complex. That might garner us a little bit of steel. Okay. We have where we can go to learn more about our artifact. Which wouldn't be bad. Okay. We could send an away team for this. Alright, so the people going in this one, both our vampires are going. Because they put up a solid fight. We won't send Prodiger, and the only reason we're not sending the Prodiger is just... Alright, who else are we sending? We'll send Darth. Send Lucas. That should be enough to send the mission. Because the reason I didn't want to send more than one of the more than one melee is because I only get room for 4 people on this one. So I want to make sure I have enough ranged. Because I don't really know what I'm fighting. Alright. We'll start learning more about our artifacts, and then we'll get our reliquaries built in here. Need 100 for reliquary, right? 75. Alright, so let's go see what we've got as soon as it finishes generating the map. Okay, so we've got the complex. We do not have any obvious hostiles to deal with yet. Get everyone over here in range. Why are you moving so slow? Oh, because you're stoned. Excellent. I don't know which block I have them shooting at. There we go. So we're punching holes in the walls, and the reason we're doing this is that way if we trigger fires and all that in there, it counts as outdoors so we don't immediately get superheated and killed. You know, I'm gonna have you go bang on a wall for a while. Yeah, so that thing, when it goes, it explodes. Okay. Explosions are fun. But, you know, gotta make sure we're in good shape to survive said explosions. Oh, that's the same room. Nothing in here that'll explode. Move over to the next room. So I'm gonna reveal the entire building. Hopefully this one big room. Looks like it's... Yeah, it's 2 rooms with a wall here. Alright, so go smack this wall. Okay, so we've got this all sorted out. So, open, 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 start hacking. If we do this one, we get attacked. May not be the end of the world. Unfortunately, everyone's here is terrible at research, which I didn't think about, so that's gonna take them a minute. They're being attacked immediately by a singular person with a bow. We are concerned and unprepared for this horribly overpowered attack. Okay, we got 3 melee, 1 person with a bow. I think that person's going to be attacked by the melee people. Or I'm wrong. In that case, let's drop back inside here. Force them to come to me. Oh, they are enemies to each other. Excellent. Perfect. In that case, where can I deny them the most area to... There's not a whole lot of cover for them there. All right. All right. I'm surprised you're still not dead. Well, that's fine. You get to live. Alright, so. Let's grab what we see of value. I'm not worried about chem fuel I can make. I'm not worried about the medicine, honestly. But we dropped steel over here. And amusingly enough, we are very desperate for all the steel we can get our hands on. So go run. Grab all the steel you can, and then we're getting out of here. Alright, Dizzle Dusty, you take it easy. Grab the steel. Alright, let's grab all of them. Get in the shuttle and get out of here. Heat stroke. Back here at home. just like that, that much more steel. And a mech cluster. Okay, so the good news is, most of that is not a big deal. Because there's this wonderful wall in the way. The bad news is, the centipede gunner and the pikemen, on the other hand, are kind of a big deal. I would love to spare that unstable power core. I don't see a way we do that, though. Because these, when they die, they explode, and that if it takes damage, it explodes. So it's just... that'll probably chain react nice and good. Alright, so we have a proximity activator. We have a cooldown timer of 3 days. Alright, so where are you going, Luxray? Where are you going? No. You are not going that way. Alright, fine. We're gonna have to do this zone. Expand allowed area, danger. You could be over here. But that's off limits. Meanwhile, we're gonna go to you. Let's grab your EMP grenades. Give people a chance to get some sleep, take care of themselves, get what they need done. And then we get to mess with this garbage. So the plan's gonna be pretty straightforward. I'm going to try to scooch around this way to the north side. And then we're going to try and drop EMP down on this side and just overwhelming numbers the enemy units. The catch we don't know is if they're going to go around this way or this way. They'll probably do both. But hopefully we can bait them to come out one of those ways. We can drop the EMPs on them and then whittle them down. But make sure everyone has basically got their basic needs taken care of, and then we're going to run and do it. Hey, new recruit for Paul. So let's go ahead and do giveaway start. So anyone who wants to be our new recruit here, Paul, you are delicate, you're a crafter, medical, and researcher. So you're going to be a doctor. You're not going to be very good in a fight, but you will definitely cover a lot of other needs. Put you at... well, actually, no, we'll just leave that open. Alright. Meanwhile, let's get you a weapon. Even though you're delicate, which means you're really not good in a fight, there's no reason to not arm you. Other than I appear to not have a weapon to arm you with. Alright, I guess they've sold a little bit too much. Oops. That's fine, we'll deal with that later. Alright, what's your deal? Okay. Alright, let's get this party started. They said the plan is to scooch around the outside over this way to the north. The big thing is I need to be on this side, just so we have the walls between me and the turrets. And then we want to just lay down the EMP to try and disable as much as we can and just whittle everything down with lots and lots and lots of bullets. Alright. Let's see, deploy generates a shield that allows bullets out but not in. The unit is designed to only last a short time before burning out. Many Ultratech squads owe their lives to the shield. Yep, we're going to use that. I didn't remember getting it, but we're going to use it. No. Don't go along the coast, cut through the water. Okay, here's where it gets risky. Because that's deep water, I can't go that way. That's exactly what I figured was going to happen. Alright, so they're gonna trigger that. We just need to embrace that chaos. Well, Doggy Duff, you've kicked it off. Okay, drop your thing. Everyone inside. You start EMPing this spot here. And everyone else get ready for a ridiculous firefight. Where are you going? No, stay. I was tempted to run the shield. Okay, so you need to get up here. You're getting shot by those turrets. Please kill it now. Please kill it now. Okay. So who got hit how bad? Anyone in immediate medical need? Not really. Alright. So, I think the strategy here is going to be walk around this side. You in position here. Too close. It's not a good throw. I need to get that one. Alright. And you destroyed that, and then... Oh, wait. You need to back up. You need to back the heck up. Okay. Alright, I was not expecting that to go quite that well. Come on. It would be nice if I could spare us. I'm not expecting to, and I'm kind of... You're still too close. You're way too close. I hate this. Just retreat out, retreat out, retreat out. Keep retreating. Okay. Alright, so we dealt with that perfectly fine. No one needs any near different assignments. That's fine. Alright, deal with all that. Okay, well, I mean, that went pretty alright. We did get, for a moment, the centipede had adapted and managed to get a bunch of hits in, but none of the hits were super serious. And you're all treated? Anyone here not treated? Alright. Those centipedes are so durable. Alright. And we will do give away raw. And I think it's going to be Sentient Cookie. Would you believe it? It is Sentient Cookie. It's almost like they're the only one who entered, so they got it for free. Sentient cookie. Named. Accept. And we'll get you a gun here in a little bit. That cookie's like, rigged. Yep. Rigged by only one who entered. Alright. Once people recover, we'll... Oh, we need to get you your spear back. Major risk break, ugly environment, that's fine. Okay. I don't even know if those haulers are doing anything at all. They might be working really hard, they might not be getting literally anything done. I don't know. I've been keeping an eye on it. I gotta watch when they're awake to see what they do. They don't have any restrictions on where they're going. But we'll see. Alright, power's struggling. Means this is all gonna die in here. I need to get that chem fuel burner on. Okay. That's fine. We already don't have enough power, so having even less not enough power doesn't really change our situation at all. Alright. Let's do a quick inventory of injuries. So we need an eye. A bunch of minor stuff. Poor Kalari's got a whole bunch of minor injuries. Yeah, so it's mostly, we mostly need an eye. I can't make one yet, I don't have that tech, but it'll be something we'll want to do at some point. Medical treatment needed on you? Ah, for your asthma, that's fair. Well, we could take this person's lung and that one. It'll upset our people, but then it could get us 2 replacement lungs. So go for your left lung. So go for your right lung. Okay. Cool. Both in one. So who was our person who had asthma? Not Cookie. Not you. It's Noah. Alright, well you're going to get yourself a brand new left lung. And when that's done and everything looks stable, we'll go for the right. Just in case there's a thing. Alright. Not really sure what to do in regards to this, because we have no weapons laying around now. I'm hoping they'll get this taken apart and we'll get that squared away. Part of it's we're also making flak armor and all that. So I have another mechanoid that, you know, attack. A Lancer, a Minotaur, a Scorcher, a Centipede Blaster is no fun. They have a high shield, a drop beacon. Nah, that's fine. For just goodwill, nah. You're on your own, man. Cool. And then add bill, install right lung. And just like that, Noplo no longer has asthma. Congratulations. See, the drawing are always tilted towards the mods in favor. No, that's not true. It's just most of the time the people who end up becoming mods of the channel end up being people who are here very consistently, and are usually actively participating in chat. So they tend to be really good about being present and all that, versus a lot of people like to lurk, which there's nothing wrong with that. It just means you're less likely to enter into any given drawing. But there's no waiting for mods and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna try and get ourselves some more pack animals. He's like rolling. Well, that's absolutely cheating. Mostly it means it's because I literally enter every single marbles run. So I have a disproportionately high presence in them. That said, there has absolutely been some pretty BS looking wins on marbles on stream, where I just shot ahead a number of times. Yeah, so we're making flak clothing with some of our steel and all that, which is where that's going. Oh, good. Got worms. Yay. The number of colonies I've lost to gutworms is a very significant number. I didn't check. So, okay. And Luxor, you already paired up with anyone? Nope. Alright, well. Try to consolidate some bedrooms. This is not looking promising for the whole bedroom things. Okay, so you are married, and all that's good. Okay, so Tangerine Blade is not married, but about Kara? You're not involved, right? Okay, we're gonna have ourselves a couple, because that's really high chance there. Yay, new lovers! Congratulations. I'm definitely not playing matchmaker. That's... Oh, you must be too young? You're probably too young. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. You're brand new, and those are children. You don't have a chance, and you're already involved. Well, we got one new couple, which means we can potentially consolidate one set of bedrooms down. If only I had a way I could actually handle these, but like there's literally no grow space up here. Yeah, so for 7 days everyone's gonna have a -6 mood penalty because we organ harvested. But it's fine. They'll work through it, maybe. Or they'll kill each other. You never know. It's RimWorld. And you're delicates. I definitely am not giving you melee weapons. Like I'm just gonna right now. I'm just gonna treat you like you're a pacifist until I get a good long-range weapon for you. All right. Check our guests. Most of them are not in the best mood. What about you? An iron will debt. Look at. Let's throw a party. They'll cheer everyone up. Yeah, sadly, if I had a bunch of extra wood, we could do our sky lantern thing, and that'd probably be good. But you know, wood has been a difficult commodity. Well, I'm guessing the haulers are actually getting stuff done because I'm seeing literally nothing to haul down here, which is ideal. Oh, one piece of steel barricade survived the explosion. They gave us a prestige robe and an alpaca faith mat. They said their stay was okay. Oh yeah, we got minus 15 because they are harvest the organs, and minus 4 for having an organ harvest. And then they're all upset that we don't have the leader of the colony isn't a vampire. We'll get that sorted though. Yeah, more visitors. Cool. Which shouldn't be a big deal. I believe Tola's our leader. And because they're melee, when we have the availability to make another vampire, we can do that. Which, speaking of which, I could do that in 4 days. And then you'll be a little bit longer. Oh no, you're just good. We can just implant now. Hey, Tol. Where are you at, buddy? You're about to become a heckin' vampire. That's good, because the more I make the melee into vampires, that works out really well, because being a vampire gives you a bonus to melee. And then plus it makes you deathless, so unless like you lose your head or your torso or something entirely, it's really difficult for them to die. So yeah, now the melee is at 14 on you. Meanwhile, do we have anyone who I have to worry about age-wise? So you're 20, you're good for a long time. You're 36, you're good for a long time. 54, 51. Tangerine's already a vampire, so it doesn't matter. Nope, we don't have anyone who's, like, taking on penalties from old age. Till Lancer shoots his head off, he's deathless. Yeah, well, that's the kind of stuff that happens. Either they go down, they catch fire, and they burn to death, or they take, like, a headshot and, like, lose their head. Like, if they completely lose a critical limb, then they still die. It just means, though, in, like, most fights, they'll usually survive. Speaking of which, how are you doing? You're still good on death rest for a little while. Same with you. Okay, so we have a forced landing. So you get a place to land, tribesmen, whatever, will attack. And you're willing to give us goodwill and the shuttle loot or cataphract armor. I mean, the cataphract helmet's pretty solid. But I'll take the goodwill because I find it goes really well to keep people in your good grace there. Alright. They should all have to come through our kill box. And right now, Toll's the only one who's going to be not in the fight. So 5 hours, we get everyone into the kill box. Alright. Ooh, the kill box. Let's keep the children out of this one, because there's a good chance they'll have bows and such. Like, when the fight is just plain and simply safe, that I don't have to worry about... Like, if they start closing the gap, I can just retreat the kids. I'll bring the kids into it. But, when it's a fight that... Oh, this is not the time. Oh, good, it's outside. That actually works okay. But when it's a fight that there's actually going to be some shots thrown, I'm gonna play it safe. What's your issue? Oh, you got gutworms untreated. Yeah, that is unfortunate, friend. Yeah, we should be able to handle this pretty easy. That's the only one who's got a real kit on them. Actually, my only concern is how long it's going to take them to get here, that we might have people start risking breaking. Yeah, because you're getting hungry. Just hang in there for a minute longer. Alright. That's the entire strategy with the machine guns. That many machine guns could just put a lot of rounds there that you don't really worry about if you hit the target you intend. You'll hit all the targets. And are you gonna survive? I would like a couple to survive. No? That's fine. Because if we have survivors, that's more people we can use for our blood supply. Corpse Obsession, that's fine. Yeah, it's all fine. Meanwhile, deconstruct your ship. Cool. Alright, and we will do that, and... It does annoy me that they have to haul it back to storage to then bury it. Insulting spree due to sunlight sensitivity. Why do you have sunlight sensitivity? They're the right person? Oh no, there we go, Tangerine Blade. It's like, okay, it's like, wait a second. Oh, you know what I ought to do? One second. This is something I've been meaning to do for a while. So, recreation here. So I'm trying to remember... So it's 8 hours well, actually, it's not even 8 hours because they're a vampire. So, for my vampires in the colony, it's time to get you on your own schedule. So you will sleep... There. There, and there. We'll do recreation here and here. And clean that up. That way they're not out in the sunlight. And also it gives me a second shift, so not everyone's awake at the same time. You're already over your break, that's fine. We have no restrictions for zoning other than the kids. Good. Check on the hauler ones. Where's one of my hauler ones? Make sure they're actually doing their job. Yep, they are. Good. Rare Thrumbo. I'd definitely kill those if I wanted. Wait for them to split up and just spray one of them to death with bullets. I don't super need anything from them. Like, I really don't need anything. I've got enough raw food that the meat isn't needed for anything. The Thrumbo fur is nice for really high-end clothing. But I don't really need that either. What I do need is if I'm going to take them on, I want them to spread out more. Because 3 Thrumbos going loose on you is pretty bad. What's your deal? Why are you upset? You're hungry. They give a horn? Yeah, but like, I already have a horn for Tull. It's sitting here in our storage. They could get that, I don't know what I'd want more, a uranium spear or thrumbo horn. The thrumbo horn's a solid weapon. It's just with them right there, they're close enough that if I hit one of them, it could trigger all three onto us. Which is how you die. Because genuinely, with everyone throwing ammo at the thrumbo, it may not go down before I have to back off and kite it. Like, even with all the ammo you can throw, they are ridiculously durable. Like, if I get inspired taming, I might try and grab a thrumbo. Not that it goes super well, just because there's not a whole lot for them to eat. But yeah, if one of them, like, super duper separates out from the others when they go to sleep, I will just go after the loner. You'll be getting up soon and ready to party again. Get your thrumbo horn, and welcome back to the fight. And now it's definitely far enough away I could attack it. I think, honestly, I'm going to leave him alone, because it would be that long of my people not doing all the other stuff like crafting and everything else and building and construction and all that to kill a thrumbo that, you know, it'll give me a little bit of fur for making equipment, which, you know, sure, fine, whatever. And then horns I don't really care about that blow up your wealth. You kill one of them with 10 to 15 wood traps? Yeah. Right now, I just don't have the wood for wood traps. I don't have enough steel for the stuff I want and need. Oh, we need to start changing some of these up. Your potatoes. You are strawberries. Why are you not letting me select it? And you will be heel root. Have you seen the new types of hype train on Twitch? Are you talking about, I forget what they're called, the hype trains, what is they call it, the boost train or whatever it is? I know I saw this a while back. I don't get many hype trains. I need to do more to encourage people to do bits and subs and all that. It's one of the things that I really do genuinely need to do more with that. Because that's the revenue for the channel. They're a good resource early game if you can make enough traps. Yeah. Oh no, like I absolutely will bully thrumbos early game. Like you'll notice even early game, even with like 1 or 2 people. If we look at the thrumbo and I see one that's got a significant movement penalty, I'll go after them immediately. It's called Golden Capitrain? Ah, gotcha. So I really need them to get that built. Let's turn this off for now. Try to cut down the power use a little bit. Alright, we're getting a little trace amounts of steel from smelting slag again. You still gotta deal with the gut worms until you hit 300%. Understood. Alright. Yeah, so those haulers are doing work, so I'm glad we got a pair. I don't think I'm gonna get more than just 2 of them. But that's freeing up a lot of stuff. Alright, so I don't think we can actually handle that many of them. So I hate to say it to the older ones of you. We're going to be cutting back the population a little bit. Boost trains are cool? Yeah, I liked the boost trains. Like, they felt helpful, it was just very difficult to quantify how helpful. Alright, we'll go ahead and knock that out. Let they scatter out and get their food. And I'll put it back. Alright, so that's another one for guests. So we finished our construction. I'm going to let the wood build up a little bit before we start worrying about more construction. A whole bunch of clothing in there. No one's got tattered apparel anymore. We do have some people dealing with heat stroke, which is what it is. Alright. Yeah, it's getting to be the part of the year it's too hot for me to do anything. Like, so far as caravanning and all that. Hopefully, as we get better clothes, that'll improve. You know, getting more flak equipment, that's good to have. Like, that's the thing, we're making all this stuff with the steel as fast as I can get it. So we are in the next season. Man, it's just so hot. What we'll do is the moment we get a break in this heat, I'll send a caravan out to go get more steel. It should be about ready for them to have restocked. Inspired surgery. That's cool and all, but I don't really have anything I need to do surgery with. I've already taken all their legs and everything, so that's fine. Okay. Alright, so if we do end up wanting to make another person into a vampire, we can. I don't feel a need to do that right now. Alright, but first, you need to start your death sleep. We're going to go ahead and get you to start your death sleep. Draconic needs to start theirs, which is... Where's your bedroom? You need to start your sleep. Tolpanzer is fresh and ready, so they don't need it. Yanchek has inspired trade, so that's cool. We can't host royals. I don't have a nice enough place to do it, which is a shame, because it'd be fun to get some of that stuff. Okay. So one thing I could do is we could do the drone hack in the meantime. Get our best researcher, Michigander. Get to work. Because then I can literally... They have to go through the kill box to get there. So that'll work out well for us. Make sure you have all set to clear snow. Going to add this there, even though it doesn't really matter. Yep. Because you should be set to clear snow. Alright. Okay, so we're down to 3 hours. So, grab all of them. Drop them here. We'll be ready to back the kids out if that's a problem. Except for Michigander. Sorry. You keep hacking the drone. The melee people go here. And for the moment, the pacifists will be restricted to staying inside the secure area. Oh, and also... For right now, you're restricted as well. So I should only have to do maybe 1 or 2 raids and then we'll be good. Shoot Frenzy, that is a very good timing for that. Except I just realized it's on a melee pawn, so never mind. Alright, so they'll be attacking. Okay, they're bringing a lot of guns. So the children, congratulations, you're out of this fight. You get to have yourself a nice little not today. What are you doing? This is against the rules. Look. That is not how this is supposed to work. Okay, what do you got? Short range, short range, short range, short range. Those are long-ish. Okay, new plan. They are circumventing our defenses. This is not what I signed up for. It's gonna take them a minute. Okay. Noplo, you've got a mission, man. That's already turned on, so actually you don't need to worry about it. You can go, don't hold your fire. That's not what I want. You run down here and turn that on immediately. The children and the pacifists run to the hospital. Everyone else, let's get ready for a heckin' fight. Why are you being this way? Try and get positioned as fast as you can, man. Okay, they burnt their shield early. That's ideal. Oh, good, yeah. That's right. Poison the turret to death. That'll absolutely work. Alright, Noplo. Go join the pacifists. How goes that research? Okay, you're over just about 2/3 of the way there. We'll go orders. Alright, so meanwhile, you're no longer under restriction. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. We will go to here, so you're not restricted anymore. Neither are you. Go to our animals. You're not restricted anymore. Okay. Okay. So everyone's out of here. We didn't take any injuries. You, my friend, are going to be a nice addition to the blood bank. And Noaplo is going to get themselves a brand spanking new SMG. You started playing I Am Future? Nice. Oh, I really didn't need you to that. Who's our next best researcher? Sentient Cookie. Tangerine got injured. That's fine. It's not injury, it's gutworms. Don't haul it, equip it. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll deal with that later. I need you hacking that thing right now. Medical emergency on Shadow. Tend without medicine, just get it done. Hey, Kyochik, how's it going? And you're gonna be a hemogen farm again? Cool. You gonna play Starfield? I have not made the decision on that one. It's gonna be one of those problems that on Twitch is gonna be such an incredibly oversaturated category that it's gonna be really hard to stream in that category. As much as I'd love to play. So I haven't really made the decision on what I'm doing with that yet, but it'll be tough. It's because like literally it's like what's happening in Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Is like everyone is playing it. That unless you're a really big content creator, it's very hard to get noticed when you're streaming a category with that many people. Okay, and Sentient Cookie, let's have you. Oh, you're still hacking the drone. No, you just do your thing with the drone. Because I need that drone dealt with before we get more raids. Man, surprisingly they rebuilt that wall fast. But yeah, no, I definitely end up playing it. It's whether or not I stream it is the question. And you run away. Okay, and in here should be one of those guns. There you go, you got yourself that SMG, so now you can participate in the fights with the other people. And we got ourselves just a little bit of steel and components, as well as some slag out of that. Cool. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm definitely, it's like, so I decided to do with Baldur's Gate is because, like, it's going to be impossible for me to get noticed in the category. I'm just kind of playing on my own, and plus, that's one of those games I worry the backseating would get unbearable. Someone's taking care of you? Yeah. So I kind of went with that whole thing. Cool, 100% tend with regular medicine. Love to see it. What is going on with my AC that it feels like it's a bajillion degrees in here? Like, that's, I could see doing like I do with Path of Exile for, Starfield, where, you know, I'll do half a stream here and there or whatever to kind of selfishly play it, knowing I can't really play it any meaningful amount without the channel suffering horribly for it. Why are you at a medical emergency? I understand Shadow, but why are you at a medical emergency? Oh, right. You require drugs to stay alive. Because you're a waster. What drugs do you need to stay alive? I probably have some. Will Sci-T work? Okay, Sci-T works. So it's no longer a medical emergency. Okay, that just means periodically I need to throw some psychedelics out of prisoners. Because they have a biological need for it. Blood bank is a druggie? Yep. One of the 3 so far, and the 4th one is also going to be one. We're not picky about where we source our blood. So let's reinstall that over there. That's a better position for it. And meanwhile, that one I like being there, that one I like being there. Yeah, that's fine. And I don't have a spare, but we'll end up getting more here and there, I'm sure. Okay, everyone's starting to get face masks. Everyone's starting to get all their clothes sorted out. So love to see it. We don't have anyone dealing with heat stroke despite it being like 90-something degrees outside, so that's a promising sign. We're starting to hit... Well, we're actually in the hottest part of the year. Alright. Let's look at doing another caravan. So, form caravan. Go to our trading neighbors. That would have been a mistake. Add that. Accept. Grab all of them. Hey, Wicked, how's it going? And we will send... Prodiger and Luxray. They're good there. Have things gone horribly wrong yet? Nope, not really. Take the frag grenades, take all this. The bio shotgun we can't do anything with. Take all those, we want that. We don't want to ship all the corpses. They don't want the skulls. And grab the camel hide. I don't have a whole lot to trade to them. Let's grab our silver to bring with us. That's fine. But we'll send them down there. Have them grab a bunch of steel. Let's see. Getting close. Oh, I have hydroponics. They're online. Our power is unreliable at the moment, which hasn't gone great. But we have hydroponics. The big thing is we're just being starved for steel. Alright, let's get you out of here. Like, the wood's doing alright. I'm letting it stockpile. I'm gonna wait till we have like 1,000-some wood, and then I'll start constructing whatever's next. Which will probably be more rooms, to be honest. I'll probably do like another row of rooms up here as my next thing. Get ourselves more guest capacity. That uranium, that's fine. They'll figure it out. We can probably bring this dumping ground inside the base, because nothing in here rots. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and make this the dumping area. So we'll go here, copy settings, pay settings, delete that. So that way they move all the steel and uranium in here. It could sit in the water, it never rots, so who cares? Alright, once you're healed... Let's see if we can manage to get a tame on any of those huskies before they get away. Never mind. That is a lot of alpha beavers. Alrighty then. All hands on deck. Let's grab... pacifists and restrict them inside. So everyone should be retreating to the interior. Well, I wanted to try and go for the huskies. The good news is that at least they don't want to eat the walls. That is a lot of alpha beavers. That is a lot of alpha beavers. Plan. Not a good plan. Would you... Hey, children? Have you ever wanted to shoot a mortar? Because they're nice and bunched up that I could possibly peg them when they go around this corner. Where are you going? Oh, right, that's fine. Put you way over here so you can retreat out if things get bad. Okay, select target. But there's 10 shells right there. There's literally 10 high explosive shells right there. What? Why can you not use the 10 shells? They're right there. Oh, you know what I bet you it is? Here. I bet you this is the problem. There we go. Be quick about this. Alright, selected target. It's gonna be way too late. Oh, did you already fire? Please fire already. You're gonna way miss the target. Just never mind. Just forget it. Get over here. You take too long to aim. Hold fire. Meanwhile, go here and re-restrict you to area 1. Actually, let's get you in here. Right in the middle. Get you in the front as well. Let's just hold the line. Hey, don't you go after those children. Children retreat. Run, children. Why are you so hell-bent on chasing the children? Leave them be. How goes the front line? Please stop crossfiring each other. Okay, are all of them down? You have the few over here. Oh, you're in bad shape. Oh no. Please. There's like no one who can help over there. Look. This is what we refer to as suboptimal. Please kill it. Please get that shot off. Please get the shot off. Alright, one more. Get one more shot off. That's all we need. Sniper Spice, live up to your name, man. rest of you get over here. I don't know why I'm not running you all over there already. Meanwhile, take you off restriction, start rescuing people. Please shoot the beaver. Okay. Alright, let's get this chaos sorted. Okay, so who needs the most immediate medical attention? 13 hours, 8, 12. So it looks like 8, honestly. Both of my vampires are down. So, Dion check, well actually, Donkey Duff, rescue them. Is you're the one who's got 8? No, you got 5. Donkey Duff, just treat them right where they lay. And everyone else just save as many as you can. And you're deathless, so we don't have to worry about it. If you pass out, you pass out. Meanwhile, let's grab all these beavers and set them to be finished off. Surprisingly, they did not manage to kill the tree. They were attacking it, but they didn't manage to finish the job. Alright, so you are asleep right now? No, you're not. Oh, you're knocked unconscious. No, Michigander, now is not the time for sleepy sleeps. We have a whole lot of people who need medical attention. Including a child who's like, look man, I have a lesson today. I do not care if I'm bleeding profusely from my leg. I will not miss math. Could you imagine trying to live your life without knowing algebra? Come on. I want to have a future. Yeah, no, we had that pointed out before, that it's like truncating it kind of deal. Sandy Cookie's working on it. Where is Michigander? Where are you, Michigander? There you are. I don't know why you were busy doing other things when you're bleeding out, but you know, I guess you live your life how you gotta live your life. Alright, so change of plan, rescue you. And just treat as many people as you can. That was quite a few alpha beavers. There was at least 2 of them. The hospital is looking pretty terrible, actually. Okay. So you're still tending, that's good. Starvation on Donkey Duff, that's understandable, you need to eat. Start treating Michigander. Okay. And you're gonna need treatment soon yourself. Yeah, you're at medical emergency, but you're already treated. So you need to be treated. Sniper Spice. You need to finish your lesson, child. I appreciate your focus and dedication to education, but in this particular instance, I do believe preventing yourself from bleeding out on the floor may take precedent. Alright. That's fine. Homework first. It's like, no, you don't understand. I'll lose my A. Oh, good. The caravan has arrived. All right. Trade away the stuff we've got here. Give me your steel, all of it. Take the leather. I'll take your components. And that's what we're gonna get out of this. Yeah, they have the Animus Stone, and I still... Like, I don't nearly have enough money for it, but that is one of those things that makes me curious. Alright, and meanwhile, go home. Hey, Donkey Dove. Take care of Sniper Spice. Good job on Sniper Spice, by the way, too. We had the 2 Alpha Beavers on the 2 children, and Sniper was just like, no, I'm dealing with this. And literally was the one who killed the last 2. Like, all of the others got their machine guns ready, but Sniper Spice is the one who, like, popped the one round to finish the job. Alright, so everyone is treated. You went down here somewhere. You were actually over here, so you grab your uranium spear. Tulpanzer went down here. You're in a break right now, so I can't do anything with you. Okay. And we'll need to do an evaluation on injuries. So you've lost a toe and an eye. That's fine. You're death resting. That's fine. You've lost some toes. You lost a toe. You lost a toe. You lost a toe. Poor Claria got messed up so bad. Like, that's been that way a while. Surprisingly, no one lost a limb. I was expecting to at least have lost an arm or a leg somewhere along the way. I also need you to stop wandering so I can get you to pick up your weapon again. They gave us a great bow and a uranium knife. Cool. Battle of the Wounded Toe? Pretty much. Well, you go to do that, but first get your weapon back, just in case. We got food poisoning. Don't love to see it. How are you doing, by the way? You're still badly injured. We'll take care of that leg. Oh, good. The leg is scarred, so let me just amputate it straight up. I like when that happens. It makes my life much easier, because I don't have to do the whole juggle where we amputate, like we peg leg and then remove the peg leg kind of thing. Alright, so everyone's rearmed. Caravan's on its way back. We've got a small army of guests. Cool. I find it interesting that someone who isn't part of our colony and doesn't know people showing up and visiting the graves. Alright, so we don't have quite enough guest beds. So that'll be that. I wish these were just to remove limbs, honestly. I mean, it could be worse. It's like one of the things that happens in Kenshi, that you have to like deliberately get into fights where you lose limbs kind of thing. Or there's a flaying machine that tears the skin off your people, so you put them in the machine and have everyone bandaging them as aggressively as possible till all their limbs pop off. Honestly, like, the limbs when you're dealing with your own people aren't a problem because you can just install prosthetics. Okay, you're mostly good, so let's go ahead and operations. Let's do amputate left leg. Get that sorted. Because that's what happens if you're unwavering. You become a blood bank. Ooh. Yeah, don't bother running away. Just start tending that right now. You cut everything on this person. Almost killed him. Got his torso down to 4. To be fair, Donkey's a surgeon. I mean, I have actually a whole bunch of people who could do medical now. We're doing really well on that front. Alright, so we got all that sorted. You're all good. Okay. So yeah, getting those 2 Hauler Dryads has done us a lot of good. Like, anytime I look down here, there's not much sitting down here. Yeah, so it'll be a while before I can do that. Please stop standing in all the corpse. Gross. I'm gonna need to make this room bigger so I can store more. Oh, don't allow corpses here. That's not your purpose. Rotten corpses go up here, and human corpses go up here. Oh, right, I don't have a place for fresh corpses. That's why it's doing that. So we'll do this. So it's fairly close to the kitchen and all that. They'll go storage, clear, important, corpses, animal corpses, do not allow rotten. There we go. So put the fresh corpses up here. So that they're right here by where the butcher table is. Alright. And just like that, the kill box is all sorted out. Oh, here, before anyone has a chance to waste those materials, start working on that research bench. Alright. And they gave us the bow. How are you doing, by the way? Okay, so I did the important thing. The steel is in the table. That's fine. As long as I got the steel in the table before we start making into a bunch of stuff. The other one that's going to be a priority is that chem fuel powered generator. I need to get that online as well. Because with that, the research turns back online. How much power do you use? 250 watt? That's actually a lot. Is there some I can turn off here? And turn you off for a while now. Because there's like really no slag or anything laying around anymore. So we'll turn that off until we get more slag on the map. How are you doing? Are you death resting? No, you're just regular resting. Okay, so you're up and back in action. You're up and back in action. Okay. So I'm debating making Kalaria a vampire as well. And the reason for that is Kalaria has... Well, I mean, you've got a bunch of scars, but it won't make your limbs regenerate. It'll get the scars gone over time. We'll wait. If we get someone who starts to get kind of up there in years, like elderly, we'll go ahead and make them vampires so they don't get frail and bad back and all that stuff. Or if we get someone who... They're getting a pretty substantial collection of scars. Alright, so we got a research bench online, so we get research moving again. Well, you know what we can do? It has been a while. Begin a real party. After the epic battle with the beavers and all that. Did you bring wood with you? I hope you brought wood with you. Let's see, do you have an elderly pawn who already has stuff like frail, vamping that will heal them eventually? I believe so. Yay, it was a beautiful one. We gained 10 goodwill with the Wuck Pig. Neat. And then Strider went to sleep on the ground on the little island. I don't know why. Oh, we probably gave up your bedroom, didn't we? That's fair. Okay. But, I do believe it will fix most of those. The way it usually works is kind of like with Luciferum, where if you have a bunch of different statuses that it could potentially fix, it will slowly work through, like, one status over a period of time. Alright, so we have the venerated screen. Okay, so we've got these two for getting our part stuff again. I don't care about those. So we finished 2 of those, and I need 5. So those ones are easy because we just caravan out. It's usually against tribals. And you just demolish them with all your advanced technology. But the thing is, I don't have the ability to build the reliquary yet, so it doesn't do us any good. I need more supplies. I mean, I could make a... Can I make it out of uranium? I can make a uranium reliquary if we really want to. Something feels... not great about that, but you know. Sure. A uranium reliquary. You really just kind of feel the warmth as you pray. Also, you might be sterile after you pray. These two things might be related. It's like on, oh, what was the show? There was a show and one of the guys like, oh yeah, this is my thinking spot. You know, I come here to really think, and it's just like this, in there's like reactor, this open panel that's glowing green at like right around waist height. And you're just like, it's not good. Alright, so how's that torso coming? You're nowhere near right for another attempt. I'm 1 gold shy of being able to build the reliquary. Because once I get a reliquary up, I'm down to start chasing down one of the artifacts. Because that gives you all sorts of bonuses and all that to your mood and everything by having it. But it's a whole thing to do that. And the good thing is our hemogen supply is going up. Nice and steadily. How are we doing compared to the other factions? So they've become pretty well up in neutral. They're pretty good neutral. We're allied with them. We're allied with the broken faction, like the one. These ones are just hostile. They don't have a rating. Some of the ones that we are hostile with, we're slowly working them up. Like, the Wuck Pig were minus 100 at the beginning, and we've got them up to minus 37. It'll be fine. Honestly, you're actually in a pretty okay mood, all things considered. Considering we've removed your legs and are just using you as a blood generation factory, you're doing it pretty okay. You seem to be doing relatively good. It's deeply concerning that you're doing relatively good under the circumstances, and not in absolutely horrible straits, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and bump all of these to, like, no, not the ones that have 4s. I need to get some more people working on cleaning is what the problem is. Oh yeah, you can do this stuff now, can't you? That's fine. Just have so many of them prioritize cleaning. Gift, you gave me a steel flak helmet and a dog leather hat. Cool. There are worse face on the rim? I don't know. Being left laying on the floor and fed and bled constantly sounds like a pretty horrific thing to deal with. Especially when you consider, all of them are missing a lung. I wouldn't know why. We had people who had needs for lungs, and, you know, they had lungs, and they weren't using them. So we've hit most of the different marks of horrible, horrible, awful things. And usually I don't typically do that much of, like, bad things. These things are just because we have vampires, so I need a source of blood. And then if I have a good pawn who's got a blown out lung, and someone I'm not going to use who has a lung, well, you know, do the math. I just don't arbitrarily start stealing organs and all that kind of stuff. Food is doing amazingly. I don't even know what to do with all the food right now. It's nice to share and be wanted. I guess that's the outlook they must have. I just look and go, that's definitely not positive vibes. Alright. So we're gonna get one of these. The ones I would want is shields is probably the one I want the most. Moisture pump would definitely be a solid one. Medicine production would definitely be one I would be concerned with. Hospital bed would be good. Multi-analyzer, not really. Deep drilling would be good. Honestly, most of this would be good. The neural supercharge, not really. I don't intend to worrying about that. Okay. Oh, they're all like, it's fine. So, those shelves are getting full. These shelves are also set to accept medicine. Herbal medicine. That way I have it for treating the, prisoners. We'll get there. Yeah, literally it's just this one last shelf is the only one not full. But if I get shields, I can put shields on all and melee, and then I don't mind throwing them into the line of fire a bit more aggressively. Alright, so we got plenty of wood to get the next thing going, so let's make that happen. So structure, do this. I still haven't decided, once we get moisture pumps, where I'm even going to begin using them. Because, like, I have this whole map back here that, to make it usable, I just really need to moisture pump everything. And that is going to take an absolute eternity. I'm right now thinking I'm going to start moisture pumping up here, because I think when this comes up, it might be viable ground for farming. And if that were to be the case, that would be absolutely amazing. We will go ahead and build copies. Alright, so we've got all that built. So we get our next line of rooms for guests built. We're probably getting pretty close to the maximum number of rooms we're probably going to deal with for almost ever in the colony. I haven't decided yet what I want to do to augment the outer wall. I have debated literally putting just another line of wall here and like another line of wall there kind of deal. Actually, probably down here. It's like doubling up the wall, but leaving a gap in between so the fire doesn't spread between them. Alright, we'll get ourselves another seed to plant. Decide if we want to have more trees up here. Honestly, probably do and just keep setting them for wood. Alright, almost not quite ready for the next season to send another caravan out. What is this message? Oh, I have an appointment tomorrow? No! It's fine. That's fine. That messes up my plans. Because we're still doing the streamathon tomorrow, but I mean, it doesn't really mess with my plans. It means I have to wake up earlier than I wanted to. It's fine. I just need to make sure I get by the store, because I'm not going to have a chance to get by the store once the streamathon starts until it's over. Okay. Set these to be cleaned. All right. Just continuing to expand it. Yeah, I think my first target for the moisture pumps is going to be up here. Just start moisture pumping all of this middle area as much as we can. Like, I can't do the deep ocean, but I think I can do chest deep. But I'm just really hoping when this comes up, it'll be growable terrain. Well, this colony is growing so much. Yep. Well, the good news is, for as aggravating as all this water has been and making it so I can't use stone or anything like that, it makes for a hell of a kill box. Because everything that walks in here, you never have to worry about them getting cover, and they go slow. Which means I kind of get the ability to choose things. It's the stuff that's like attacking through my walls that has been problematic. But like I said, I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting another layer of like wall here, another layer of wall there, another layer of wall here, to kind of force them to work through the first one, go through, then work through the second one. Because all of that will encourage them more and more to go to the kill box versus going around it. And then plus I've got the sentry guns I've been putting around the edge here. You're still turned on. Turn that off. Known research. Neural supercharge. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about doing that. Okay. So it should start getting colder soon. And I still just have a little bit of marble. So I have 120 marble. Let's see how much flooring I can even get with that. So if we do marble, that's 20 per block. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. We'll slowly but surely make this place just a little bit nicer. Alright, another mechanoid cluster. Okay. So we do have a big shield here. And that's going to drop more mechanoids. And we have a mortar. What are you rocking? You're rocking a heavy charge blaster. Okay, so the good news is I could drop in on most of this. Do you have a proximity sensor? You do. So if I come around to the north side here, and I'm careful about my positioning, I could potentially EMP really hard anything that shows up here, pick away at this. The mortar is a threat in that I'm not going to be able to prevent it from firing. But if I can EMP down, like the centipede right now is my biggest fear. If I can EMP that down and wipe it out, that'll be good for us. The mech drop pod concerns me because I don't know what to expect. The good news is I can get inside the shield. I think if I remember the rules of the shield, you can fire out but not in. Yeah, shots go out but not in. Alright, so let's not dilly-dally. Go grab your EMPs. Can you make EMP mortars? Probably, but it has a shield up here. And I could turn that on, but it's just going to be who can mortar who faster. I feel comfortable that if I move my units up here from the north, let it trigger, drop the EMP, and just spray to get rid of all these, I can knock it down to just the turrets. And that's not going to be easy to deal with. The turrets, I mean. But I might be able to sneak around where I can shut down that mortar. Actually, what's your range? Your range is ridiculous, if that's right. By coming from this side, I'll get sprayed by those. So dealing with those, so the problem is we have the 2 mech drop pods, and I don't know what's going to fall in. I do think between my vampires, I can take my chances, trying to rush, not that turret, but trying to rush to draw the fire and then just spray him down. It's got to get this centipede blaster out of the fight. Alright, so let's first get that EMP. And meanwhile, the children and the pacifists, you're on restriction. Yeah, the range in that's ridiculous. Because I'm looking at, I can come from this side and EMP those 2 down. Or I can come from this side and EMP that one down. But they do have this gap, so no matter which side I come from, it'll be hard not to be in the open to get hits. But I'm kind of hoping by throwing the vampires out here, the vampires can take it to the face for a couple of seconds. We pop that, we back off. And then, I can come around from this side and get that one. Or I could literally run the EMP up and toss it over there and deal with it. Alright, so you've got your stuff. All of you. It's time to go for a really long hike, so get moving. Oh, I could also pop the smoke. Alright, so Sentient Cookie's the only one dealing with any heat stroke. We'll be okay for that. Alright, so just double checking. Okay, so as long as they stay away from that area, we should be okay. Alright, so slow the time down. Okay, so here's the plan. So the plan is, we run the melee up here, we get arranged around this area, and we figure out which way that's gonna go. Actually, we don't even need to move them up that much. What is your range? Okay, so we're already under the range. What is your range on this? Okay, so let's get everyone inside that range first. So we don't have to worry about shields being an issue. Okay, so the plan is get the melee up here. We're just going to leave the range back here. We're going to drop the EMP whichever way the centipede starts moving to try and take it out of the fight. And just demolish it with everything we've got. Once those units down, we'll see what arrives, and we'll just have to pivot with whatever it's going. Alright, so let's get the melee here. Yeah, you should still be behind cover. Okay. Can you reach the wall? Yeah, so you can hit either side. Alright. Cannon fodder, go. Let's preempt the EMP on that side. That's not where you're supposed to go. Alright, back off. Oh, that is way less than ideal. Alright, EMP to this one. Melee, get on this one right now. Where are you at? You need to be farther over? You need to be farther over? Please be farther over. Thank you. This is really less than ideal. What can we do for this situation? Scorcher, that's not going to help there. You don't need the fire foam popper. This is really bad. Scatter. Okay, so we got that taken out. You need to be back in that. Get Send Your Cookie over there. Okay, Scorcher's down. That's down. Back them off before it's too late. Okay. So we have survived the first... No! You're not supposed to be pushing down that way. That's not the plan. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Because I've got all the turrets between me and there. First, let's evaluate our injuries. Is anyone in super dire need of medical attention? No. Alright. So I need to push through this as fast as we can. Can you jump pack? Yes, you can. Alright, so here's the plan for you. My brave little soldier, Kara. You're going to be living a very dangerous life, my friend. Jump pack down here. Take those two out. Alright. You are what we call a distraction. And you are what we call the actual force that's going to do the real work. You need to be shooting at this, please. Please kill that. How big is your explosion? I don't remember. Back up. Alright. So now all of you get down here. Get to work. Alright, back off. Back off. Hurry, back off. Okay, you got rid of it. Everyone get behind cover. Do it now. How are you doing, Kara? You're alright. Fleeing fire? Oh, okay, Tangerine. It's fine. Alright, we're just gonna have to scooch over here. Don't do that right now. I don't know if that explodes when it dies. Take the melee out of here. Destroy. Okay. Meanwhile, you jump. Get on it. You jump. Please don't friendly fire your teammates. And then everyone else, get in closer. You cannot jump, so just start meleeing. If no one manages to die here, I will be amazed. The fact that they dropped 3 centipedes on me was... You need to get closer, you're starting to friendly fire. The fact they dropped... How did we not suffer terrible losses there? I am super thankful I spent the money on that Zeus hammer right now. Alright. So, double checking. Injuries. Not immediate danger. You are in immediate danger. Calaria. Alright. We are going to not implant genes. That will kill you. We're going to immediately have you coagulate. It's literally just Calaria. Poor Calaria. Calaria, every time she turns around, gets absolutely thrashed by things. So yeah, that went shockingly well. We gave it all, Captain. I mean, it went well. Like, I thought it was done when we got the 2 centipedes with blasters right next to me, because I couldn't EMP all 3 centipedes at the same time. And then because of all the turrets, I didn't have a route I could even try to make a run for it. So it was just like, alright, we just gotta stand and do it. And just fortunately, we managed to shut down the one with the Zeus hammer, shut down the other one with the EMP, and then this one is busy trying to chase our guests. Which I got worried is gonna go and run into where all the kids were and all that and be like, yeah, they can't win that fight. Like, they just can't. But surprisingly, it worked out. And they gave us some nice steel walls, so we can get some steel. Because we need lots more of that. Not sarcastic. We genuinely need lots more of it. Meanwhile, that left leg of yours needs to go. Nope, that's not what I want. I can amputate your left leg because it's all scarred up. Disease, infection. Alright. Who is our doctors that aren't injured? You are. Oh, you just have a single... Okay, that's fine. I also didn't check. What injuries do we have? You're still missing an eye. Toes. We have lost another lung. And a kidney. So, you see, I happen to have a spare kidney right here. It was a right kidney. It doesn't really matter, but add. Go and get that kidney real fast. And you've got your lung still. As you can hold the dividends for Alpin, even though the body was lost? Alpin died a long time ago. How is your body lost? I am so confused. Alpin was buried there. Did they add where the bodies eventually just decay into non-existence? Okay, so you still have the thing with that. Once your blood loss isn't as bad, please don't social fight. That's where most of my lost limbs have come from. Oh. Okay. We can... What are you gonna give me? So give me 35 goodwill. Or stuff I'm not worried about. They got cut up because of corpse obsession. That's what I'm thinking happened, and I just didn't notice it. They're gonna give us 7 troopers to use, but they're going to send literally 60 people after me. Or wait, no, that's 59 people. I'm sorry, I lied. 59 people after me. Look. That is a lot of things to attack me. And I don't think 7 extra people is going to be the deciding factor on that one. I mean, I could definitely use ordnance on them. There'll be enough of targets that I might be able to get some hits in. But that is a lot. You know what? You can keep your goodwill. I have my own problems to deal with. Okay, so we got the kidney. Once you're recovered, we can go after that lung. So who is missing the kidney? Luxray. Alright, and you're mostly healed, so... Install kidney right. And you're doing fine in your infections, so we're good there. Alright, so you're at only minor blood loss. Okay, and who was missing the lung? Your left lung. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a left lung from Shadow. Which is very much upsetting our people, because we are not cool with organ harvesting. But, you know, I'm going to keep my pawns alive and well, if at all possible. Hey, the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so... failed surgery on the first attempt, that's fine. Just get them all bandaged up. And then when they're recovered, we'll try again. Did we get a replacement lung? I don't even remember who needed it. Wasn't Calaria. Hey! Burb has had a growth moment. Alright. So we can choose 3 skills to increase our passion in. Shooting is going to be one of them. We'll make social the other. And then we'll make construction the last one, because I'm not mining anything on this map. And we get to choose a trait. Honestly, there's some good choices here. So nimble won't matter because we're going to be ranged. Trigger happy can be fun because it fires way faster. Having it so it's much more difficult for them to have a break is also really good. I might go with Iron Will. Iron Will is like just generically good. And meanwhile we can go to you. So now you can childcare and warden and entertain. You can do construction as well. Well, low priority construction. Keep you on the crafting. Okay. Yeah, we almost killed him trying to get that that lung we need. Yeah, so you need a lung. Oh, did you go down up here? Why don't you have your spear? Oh, you have your spear. It's just I couldn't see graphically real well. Okay. So you can put your EMPs away. Grab your uranium spear again. Then I'll put the MPs back on the emergency shelf. You're fine, you're fine. Yeah, so we just... Oh, it was Luxray who needed the kidney. Because there you still have anesthetic. Okay. So yeah, so we're just waiting to get our replacement lung out of Shadow here. And they'll go back to removing legs and all that. Doing what we gotta do. And we're basically out of wood because I started putting a huge amount of effort in that. They should do construction and tear all this apart. We have a whole bunch of steel slag and all that. Okay, it seems to be doing alright. Alright. Because I'm trying to decide what benches, because I don't have enough power generation to run everything, not until I get the chem fuel generator built. Which is waiting on steel. Everything's waiting on steel. My existence is waiting on steel. Oh, we're good for a caravan. Alright, so grab you, form caravan, go down here, and then return, accept. Grab the pack animals. Whereas Proger goes, and Luxray. And then items we're gonna bring with us. I've been grabbing the clothes, like all the clothes every single time, even the stuff that's not worn out, because I have enough crafters to replace them, so it seems perfectly fine. The simple helmets that are worn out, we'll get rid of those. Same with the child's helmet that's worn out. We shouldn't be getting simple helmets anymore. And the reason I'm doing that is they're all worth a decent amount, and I end up having enough cloth, I don't care. Unfinished stuff, don't care. I want to keep all that, get rid of the light leather. And we will bring the silver with us as well. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the power is going to be on, so we can toggle that so we can get some more steel from the slag. Because we got a little bit of that from that attack. Alright. Okay, we've got trees that are fully grown here. We'll start getting all that wood. Okay. So one of the problems I have now is just the food, getting that sorted. Like, I've got tons and tons of raw food, but it's way down there. I just need to keep these ovens going. And then once I get these rooms, I'll probably be good on rooms for a while. Alright, Manhunter pack of Arctic Wolves. That is a huge Manhunter pack. Alright, so, for this one, bring in everyone who can shoot a gun. Why can you not? There you go. Grab the melee. Drop them here. Grab the pacifists, restrict them. Okay. Alright. Like, genuinely with these ones, that's perfect. Verb, get ready. So first of all, we're putting the children all the way on the right flank. So that way if things go south, they can retreat out right away. Okay, here they come. So I've been tempted to bottleneck them, which we might end up doing here. That's the reason I have the melee position the way they are. If it gets bad, I could run them out this side and put all the ranged over here. Actually, with here. This seems like a reasonable time to use this. Honestly, I think we can make this work. Okay, we're good. Do we even take an injury? No injuries at all. Nicely done. That's all of them. None are still up. Good. Let's take some of these ones that are injured. Finish the job. Gonna go here. Wherever you are. I'm looking at the wrong places. Unrestrict you. Cool. Like, these were well set up for these types of fight, because we're using weapons that are inaccurate but spray lots of ammo. So, even if I miss, I usually still hit something. It's stuff like the really tanky armored stuff that I kind of struggle with, because I don't consistently hit the targets enough to punch through. So, like, that's what makes the centipede so bad. Ops, that's fine. Oh, give me the stuff there. Also, turn that back off. Because the battery's draining. Yeah, we're just not producing hardly any power. There we go. I managed to catch the power back up before it got too far. Alright, you're about halfway there. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think my plan for the moisture pumps is start them up here and just start working away at it. I'm really just hoping it becomes growable terrain when we do that. And not just more sand. I mean, even more sand would be okay, because it means I could put actual structures on here. But getting some growable terrain would let me move the farms out from the edge of the map where they're dangerous up here into safety. There you go, tiny little bit of marble in there. Alright, caravans arrived. Let's do our trade. Actually, before we get too far, where is your steel situation? You're supposed to have steel in stock. You do not. This saddens me. This fills our colony with rage. You cannot be held accountable for what happens next. You've brought this on yourself. Yeah, so we just got here too fast. Probably need to be another extra day or two. We're not quite being able to get the animus thing. I don't even know what that does other than it's for meditation. I want to get a hold of it, because I'm genuinely curious how good it is. Yeah, so we just didn't get it. Let's just take the money and walk away. Actually, I changed my mind. We still have a decent amount of food. We're going to run a little bit farther, and then we're going to run back. We'll trade with the next town over, because they're both friends. Okay. And actually, we're low on clothing, so I need to not sell all the clothing here in a little bit. I mean, I'm low on fabric for making clothing. The sheer amount of corpses that are piling up in the water over here. Okay, so I've got another trade here. You do have steel, give it to me. All of it. It's mine now. You have sandstone blocks. So I need 1 gold for a reliquary. I mean, honestly, how many sandstone blocks for I can... So I cannot get them all. Okay. Alright, so the question is, I don't have enough food to necessarily get the... Well... Oh no, it's only 1.5 if it rots before... Oh, that's fine. Alright. We have 3 days of food, we lose 1.5, and it will take us 2 days to get there. Well, I mean, they're already moving, so it's too late. It's what it is. Alright. If I have to send out, like, another group just run food over to them, we can do that. Okay. Should give them bedrolls. We should make those. Alright. Got Fennec Fox in the map. They'll probably end up trying to hunt us sooner or later, and I'll end up having to kill it, which should not be a big problem. Still surprised none of the medicines made it down there yet. There's like 1-2 stacks less from like absolutely full on our medicine, which is a good problem to have. But did we ever get that dryad seed sorted out? Probably in here, isn't it? There you are. Let's planted our tree because why not? Fire foam pop pack. Foil hat. Cool. Amazing hospitality. Cool. Hey, I'll go, so not a whole lot. And how are you doing? You're still making time. Yeah, that rot number keeps going up and down because we're eating stuff. See, Shadow's up and walking? Shadow is up and walking? Heck yeah. I needed a lung from you, right? I did need a lung from you. Here, buddy. Let's talk about that lung of yours. You see, I have people, and they keep taking torso hits and losing organs, and you're full of organs. It really is a nice coincidence. Nope. Again, almost killed them because they failed surgery, but that's okay. That's just getting us better at being a doctor. Was there a third vampire? Ah, it was Toll. Yeah, you're probably about due for a death rest, so let's go ahead and make that happen. Where's your bedroom? I kind of wish there was just a button here that says, like, go death rest. There you go. And they'll just go back to their bedroom and take care of it. I know you're expected to have, like, a dedicated room for doing the death rest and all that. We just don't have the steel that... Let's see, the more you share, the more bountiful your bowl will be. Yeah, exactly. Alright. So they're still on their way there. Looks like they're gonna skirt through the edge of the pollution again. All these things I won't deal with. We don't need them. But yeah, it's been a really interesting run so far. Like, I am still amazed that this fight didn't go worse than it did. Like, very genuinely, when we had the 2 centipedes drop on the side of us, I was convinced that I didn't think we would lose everyone, but I was expecting to be one of those things where you walk away and you lose like 6 or 8 people all at once. That, you know, you've just basically killed the colony. They're not quite dead yet. And the fact that they managed to get through without any losses beyond like a kidney and a lung, it's like, you know what? Is this your top favorite games of all time? I usually don't look at games as in like top all-time game and all that, because just depending on mood, I'll be entirely different games. RimWorld is definitely an excellent game that I do have thousands of hours in. But I'm not typically a person who approaches as like, this game is better than that game, or I like that game more than this game, and that kind of stuff. I would definitely say it's a game I enjoy a lot. I know you're saying it's a cop-out answer, but it's like, it's very genuinely just on my mood. I'll play entirely different games. Like, Path of Exile is one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of my most played games. There are definitely times I don't want to play it. Am I going to prioritize the chem generator? I need the steel, but yeah, absolutely. I'm waiting for Build Pro to get back. Is that what? Yeah, the same thing. Same thing here. Your answer is the same for my favorite games? Yeah. Like, there's definitely games I would say that I have played a ton that I've enjoyed. Project Zomboid's up there. Path of Exile is one of my favorite games of all time. RimWorld's definitely up there. Games like Stardew Valley, Terraria, and City Skylines are up there. But, like, these days, like, Terraria, while it's been one of my favorite games of all time, it's a game I can't really enjoy playing as much. Just, I've played it so much, I've kind of burnt out to it. Factorio was a game I play an absolutely obnoxious amount to, that I've gotten to the point that I've kind of done everything I want to do in it. Why isn't the horizontal bridge, the dryad along the horizontal bridge, the rooms? Wait, why isn't the horizontal bridge the dryad's the one rooms? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. If you don't look directly at it, it won't hurt you. Or it will. You never really know about these things. Algo's like, it's not fine. It's okay, just don't look over here. Alright. Do I want a dedicated dryad person? I don't want to put Calaria on cutting trees, because that will take away from her cooking. And that seems like not a good move. Sniper Spice could do it. Cook and then cut trees is priority? Yeah, we could do that. Congratulations, small child. You just inherited a tree. Oh, only adults? Never mind. Alright. Okay. So, it's no opposed tree. Where are you? There you are. Uneven bridges are not real, they can't hurt you. So, here. So what you're telling me I need to do to make this better, that this will upset you less, Ogoso, is if I put a bridge here, I delete this bridge there, and I leave this as 4. That'll definitely improve it, right? Ogoso's like, no, don't do that. Please. Ooh, flat screen TV. Alright. You could try that. Just like I could try banning everyone in chat. Alright, so they're back. Please don't let it roam away instantly when it gets on the map. Okay. Please collect the animals. Okay, they're unloading it. That's fine. As long as I don't, like, leave the map with my stuff. There we go. We got it. Like, just losing an animal, like, kind of whatever. But... okay, so I need to select what type of dryad to make it. We're already good in the carriers. I don't really think we want to do the berry makers. I can make... we'll just make it more wood ones. It's fine. Okay. Build that generator. Oh, they haven't unloaded the steel yet. Get them unloaded. It took one thing off and went, okay, we're done for now. It's fine. We'll get there. Alright, pretty soon we're gonna have to do the thing where I do words on stream for a little bit while I make my dinner happen and all that. That'll be pretty soon that we're gonna get that going. And then we'll figure out where we're going from there. I don't have a plan for what we're playing next after this. So we'll probably put it up to a poll, put a couple options on there. We'll put some games that are like just kind of chill games. I will look at, I got a couple games with keys that I've received that I haven't gotten around to playing yet, so probably put those in there as well. Alright, so you got another one of those emptied. Okay, you can do it now. New lovers, Donkey Duff and Michigander. Congratulations. I like when my colonists consolidate bedrooms into smaller numbers. Oh, are you back up and ready? Excellent. Let's take a look at that left lung again. It was the left lung, right? You need the left lung? Yeah. Let's go look at that left lung again. See if we can do something about it. Oh hey. I like when they deliver steel to my doorstep. Cool, so that's online. So once I get the chem fuel in there, which is right here, we got plenty of it. Well, we have some of it. We can turn this back on. And get them starting to produce some chem fuel. And they're immediately on it. Oh, we have a shaman merchant kind enough to show up right to our door. I hope everyone's been having themselves a good Sunday/Monday. What? Oh, the fennec fox went to hunt one of their ducks. Alright. I was like, why did they all turn and start murdering? Yes, that produces decent amount of water. Okay, so they do not have components. I don't need the glitter world. They do have gold, which actually I'm going to need a little bit that pretty soon. It does look like we managed to get our lung. I do want that as well. Do I have stuff to sell you? Probably not really. Not really. Not that I want to. That'll do. You get that, Toad. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over here and say ideology. We're going to make a uranium reliquary. Excellent. when we get our next when we get our first artifact. You don't need to have significant blood loss either. That's perfect. Let's talk about that right leg of yours. That right leg of yours, really kind of bothering me. Oh yeah, they want me to build an enormous building and I don't have stone, so that's not gonna happen. So you make 1,000. Yeah, so it's about the same, but one takes wood and the other one takes chem fuel. Right now I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I have that set to try and keep 100 chem fuel in stock. Remove their limbs so our enemies don't have a leg to stand on. I mean, it just is kind of the way it is in this game, unfortunately. It gets grim, but it is just what you do. Alright, you botched the surgery. Pretty typical. But hey, we're just becoming better and better doctors every day. So many triads. Meanwhile, turn that into guest bed, turn that into guest bed. I don't think I have any guests at the moment. Turn that one off of being a guest bed. So I have at least a little room to expand. Alright, so all that said, we are getting to about that time. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to stop the YouTube recording here for a minute. Because I need to go make some food happen. I do stream for 11 hours, so sooner or later, I gotta eat. So let me go ahead and stop.